What's good? What's good? What's good? You guys are tuned into the Linc Up featuring Symone Stanley, Lord Brunson, and yours truly, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Hey, listen, you guys, I'm going to say this right now, and I ain't going to say it too many times. Don't fucking panic. You got people ready to jump out the window, LB. Symone,
Really?
Symone, LB, yes.
Who? I didn't even refresh my X timeline yesterday into today. I just posted what I wanted to post and go because I just know the timeline been annoying.
Yo, they are ready to jump out the window. Some people saying this defense been exposed. I'm like, hold on, wait, time's out. This is the same defense. It's 5 turnovers. Like, what are we talking about?
It's a lot of people don't understand football, and games like this prove it. Now, I'm not saying I'm the grand wizard. I'm the end all be all. Like, I know everything about football. But in a game where your quarterback get knocked out in the first 11 drives and you are unable to sustain a drive, given that offense, Jaden Daniels and those guys, that many times to put up points and make the mistakes that they made, you know what I mean? The game went to how it was supposed to go. If Jalen Hurts play in this game, right? Let's start with the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? If Jalen Hurts play in this game, they don't win the game. They don't win the game. The Eagles are able to sustain drives. The Eagles are able to put up more points. We didn't score a touchdown in the second half. And one could argue the 14 points that we did get before Jalen Hurts went out of the game, you know what I mean? Jalen Hurts put us in position on Kenny Pickett only touchdown drive. He just completed the last couple throws.
Did we even score a touchdown after the first quarter?
No.
After the first quarter, we didn't score. It was field goals.
I think Saquon. No, Saquon did. Saquon did.
That was in the first, right?
That was in the first, I believe.
So we had 21 in the first.
Yeah, then we kicked one field goal, 24, another field goal, 27, then those last 2 field goals, 33.
Yep. So 21 points in the first,
After
no
the
points in the second.
quarter, we didn't score a touchdown. It was just field goals.
Exactly. We were 2 for 4 in the red zone. 21 points in the first quarter, no points in the second, 6 points in the third, 6 points in the fourth. And Washington, 7 points in the first, 7 points in the second, no points in the third, 22 points in the fourth. I mean, like, let's be honest, bro. I'm watching this game and I'm saying to myself, for one, let me do this. For one, Jaden Daniels did what he had to do. I do want to respect the pen. You feel what I'm saying? He did throw 5 touchdowns. He did his job. That team played hard, right? They took advantage of the opportunity that they were gifted. You feel what I'm saying? But honestly, Jalen Hurts plays that game. This game is not even close. We knew where that game was going. We was locked in. Everybody was on point. It seemed like when Jalen Hurts went down, a little bit of the discipline, a little bit of the focus kind of went out the window.
Right.
And then when you lose CJ over the course of halftime because of boneheaded, unsportsmanlike conduct plays, then now you lost your leadership on the defensive side. So, look, I look at it from this perspective. It took so many variables for the Commanders to win this game, and they earned it. They won the game. They won it. They could have this one. You know, this is as good as it's going to get for them, right? But I can't sit here and say I'm panicking about this Eagles team, the defense, the offense. I mean, look, Kenny Pickett, he's not a starter. He was never meant to be a starter. He put you in position to win this game. You took the lead at the end. Defense couldn't hold their water when it mattered most. But I'm not concerned about this defense at all. Let's stay on that side of the ball, though, right, with the defense. They forced 5 turnovers, which is amazing. But then there's plenty of moments of lack of discipline, the penalties. Like, what's your thoughts and feelings on this defense right now? Symone, we can start with you.
I don't have no thoughts on the defense. I don't have thoughts on nothing. As soon as Jalen Hurts left the game, I knew the game was going to be just a hot mess. Like you said, once Jalen left the game, all discipline, that is the North Star. Jalen is our North Star. He is the leader of this whole team. Once he left the game, like you said, the discipline went out the window. The defense had 5 turnovers. The offense couldn't do nothing with it. The defense was on the field darn near all game. The offense couldn't even get a 3rd and short. So why am I going to be mad at a defense that gave the offense a million opportunities? There was just no way we was leaving that game once Kenny Pickett came in, bro. There was just absolutely no way. The offense it gave my stomach congestion to watch. It was painful to watch that offense come out on the field. It was almost torture. the defense is going to be just fine. Like you said, a lot of undisciplined, I don't know the word, non-disciplined, whatever, bad behavior. CJ, bad behavior. But that's that dogness that makes our defense what it is. Like, you got to take the good with the bad when it comes with like that grittiness and that dogness, that same rowdiness that resulted in CJ being ejected, even though they said that he didn't say anything, he shouldn't even been ejected. That's the same fieriness that keeps them going all game long. Jalen Carter, same thing, little push, whatever. At the end of the day, Jalen didn't play the game. I don't know who would be panicking right now. I don't know who would be panicking.
Yeah, it's like we act like people. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When Jalen was on the floor, we saw what that would have been. We saw what that would have been. Go ahead.
And that's what people acting like. People acting like Jalen played and we had a bad game and we looked horrible with all of our guys playing in the game. But my take on the defense is like I don't feel no way about the defense. Like these guys just won 10 straight games. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel bad about this at all. The defense got 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles. The defense did its job. This game came down to, even with the defensive penalties and whatever was happening, this game came down to offensive execution. Although Kenny Pickett is a backup, Saquon Barkley dropped a wide open pass that could have helped, ice this game. DeVonta Smith dropped a pass that would have ended the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? A wide open slant route. Like, it was no degree of difficulty on that pass in terms of the degree of difficulty of passes that he's brought in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was an easy catch for DeVonta Smith. He just dropped the ball. So I can't blame the defense. I got to blame the offensive execution. I can't blame Kellen Moore. I can't blame nobody. Guys still have to do their job. That's what it boils down to. That's how you go and win the Super Bowl. Everybody's responsible for a job. Kenny Pickett's job is to throw a ball, and the other guy's job is to catch a catchable ball. Kenny Pickett delivered as ass as he is, he delivered the catchable ball in a time where we needed him to throw a catchable ball. We just didn't catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's what it boiled down to. CJ being eliminated, with them guys now being able to load the box because you don't have the threat of Jalen Hurts, we still should have won that game if DeVonta Smith catch that pass. So I'm not mad at Smitty. I'm not mad at the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not mad at the defense. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is one of those games that you just can't lose because so many things were against you. Your quarterback played 11 snaps. 11 snaps. I'm not even mad at the Commanders fans running around here throwing a parade about it. Y'all beat Kenny Pickett. You ain't beat Jalen Hurts. Y'all look stupid. And then you didn't even clinch a playoff spot. You ain't clinched. You ain't do shit. You ain't do shit but beat Kenny Pickett on a Sunday before Christmas. You ain't do nothing. You ain't in first place. What place we in, y'all?
First.
Second.
Am I missing something?
Well, in the division. Well, in the division first.
And
division
we still, and we comfortably, not just in first, comfortably.
Comfortable.
If we lose next week to the Dallas Cowboys, what place we gonna be in, y'all?
First.
What are we talking about here? The Commanders are ass. They know what time it was if Jalen Hurts ain't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And they know they can't mess with us, bro. I ain't worried. They can throw their little parade. All I got to do is post the division standings. That's it. Ain't nothing changed. Y'all still in second. We still in first. We clinched weeks ago. What are we talking about here?
Weeks ago. The fact that we're going into week 17.
Come on.
We're going into week 17, and your playoff position is still in question. That is y'all embarrassing.
Y'all on a fucking bubble. Excuse my French. Y'all on a bubble. Like, come on. We not about to do this before Christmas. Ain't nothing changed.
Ain't nothing
changed.
Hey, LB, I told them, listen, my song and tune ain't changing. I'm still locked in on the same station. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying, like they don't understand. Like, listen, again, like I said, right? This is as good as it's going to get for them. This is as good as it's going to get. This is the easiest it's going to get for y'all. And it still was a struggle for y'all.
Right. They in the comments, they in the comments talking about cope. We in first place. What? See, look, they act like, this the thing though, Tom. Yeah. They ain't been 10-5 since 1991.
They don't know how to act.
They
They don't know how to act.
they don't know about double-digit wins. This is new territory for them. Like, we do this all the time.
You
But
could
when
tell.
we win double-digit wins, we win the damn division 9 times out of 10. Y'all
Facts.
just happy to be around, bro. Y'all happy to
Yo.
be around.
They acting like it's they first baddie. You know what I mean? It's their first baddie. They ain't never been on this side of the street before.
Man.
And I get it.
What's your first baddie's a future?
And
What's
it
your
ain't
first
even
baddie the future?
10. It ain't even a 10. Because the
You see
law,
what I'm
the
saying?
win
Y'all
didn't even do
got
nothing
a
for them.
7.
She ain't even a
Y'all
10.
knocked down a 7.
They pulled a 7 and don't know how to act.
She ain't even a 10.
They knocked down a 7 who just got a hair done. They knocked down a 7 who just got a hair done. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
We've been running down on 10s for years over here.
First
For
of all,
real.
I'm not even being funny. Like, the thing is about us, we so realistic. Like, imagine if the roles was reversed, right?
Mm.
We still were not in the playoffs. We barely beat somebody's backup quarterback. We wouldn't be throwing a parade. We'd be on this show sick right now.
Yeah.
Sick, trying to
Yeah.
figure out why we struggle to close out a Kenny Pickett. We'd be on here sick. We wouldn't be on here celebrating, throwing a party. We'd be on here, yeah, win is a win, but we can't let Kenny, like, it came down to a drop pass. Like, the fact that they are celebrating, having a pre-Christmas parade.
Your quarterback, and this the thing, your quarterback almost gave it up with the pick to Reed. That should have been game.
Gang.
And you know what I hate about that play? Reed running around trying to kneel, like he's trying to run that shit back, score, finish this.
Yeah, he was trying to protect the ball. I saw him he was trying to protect the ball.
Like, what are you doing, bro?
I get his logic, but you got to win that game, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, man. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I'm watching that game. I'm watching that game, right? And I'm saying to myself, yo, Saquon really ain't got no space to do nothing. Like, this game really just accentuated the value of Jalen Hurts. I don't want to hear nobody say shit about my quarterback.
Right.
Because this game completely put the exclamation point on his value to this team. Not only is Jalen Hurts supremely valuable in the passing game, but you see his influence in the run game, right? When Jalen Hurts is in that backfield, those linebackers got to play honest. When Jalen Hurts is in the backfield, that creates so much space for a guy like Saquon Barkley. They had no real game plan in the second half. All they had to do was stack the box and let everything happen after that. They had no real game plan. We saw how that defense looked when Jalen Hurts was on the field. They couldn't do shit. They was lost.
Let's not forget A.J. Brown being limited to it at knee. So that separation just worked. A.J. Brown could have not played in this game.
AJ did his job, though, bro.
And still made Marshawn Lattimore look like chump.
He did, but I'm saying, no, he did, but I'm saying we can't. AJ could have been way more impactful if he was 100%. Like, going into the game, Nick Sirianni was like, I don't even know if AJ is going to be able to play. And AJ was like, I'm going to still play. So just imagine if AJ was 100% is all I'm saying.
Right.
And,
sure.
But at the end of the day, it's Smitty, man. You got to think about it. 2 of our 3 losses was on offensive execution to catch the ball just to get a first down to ice the game.
Routine plays, by the way. Routine plays.
Routine plays, bro. And then the cherry on the top is we had those mistakes with a lead. So you can't blame the defense if the offense didn't do its job to seal it. Now you want to bring the defense back out there on the field. You know what I'm saying? And say, all right, well, the offense fucked up. Well, now it's y'all turn to win the game. Defense, no, bro. It's hard to win in the NFL. A last-minute drive is damn near impossible to stop in today's NFL, bro. Because it's 4-down territory. You got 4 chances to move the chains up and down the field. You got timeout. You got clock management. Teams rehearse these things at all times. You got to close out games on the offensive side of the ball. You got to. And that's why Saquon Barkley has been the closer, and he's been that valuable for us during this winning streak, because we've been able to close out games with the rushing attack. Mm-hmm. But with Jalen Hurts out the game, you got to play a different game. And Kenny Pickett did his job, bro. We can sit here and say he ass all he want. He is ass. But one thing that he did that I liked was he threw that damn ball and he made the referees make a choice.
Yes.
You going to call that pass interference or my man going to catch it? But you ain't going to pick it off. He threw that one ugly, dumbass pick, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, he said, I'm throwing the ball to A.J. Brown. You know
That's
what I mean?
The one thing I give him credit for,
that.
Right? He made a commitment. If you look at the box score, A.J. Brown and Hurts, A.J. Brown and Smitty are the only ones with targets as far as wide receivers go. He didn't throw the ball to nobody else. And one thing I respect about Kenny is he knew where the money guys was.
Yeah.
He kept looking for the money guys. And, Kenny, limited. I feel like Kenny didn't use his legs enough. Kenny could run. I'm watching that game and I'm saying to myself, yo, Kenny, like if it's not there, get out of Dodge. I feel like he was trying too hard to stay back in that pocket, and I get it, but I feel like he left a lot of food on the table, not using his legs enough, keeping them honest.
Right,
And
look at him. Look at him. They happy as hell. The dude,
they happy, bro.
The dude, bro, you're in second place. I'm genuinely confused, y'all.
Right.
I don't feel sad. I ain't upset. You're in second place and you still on the bubble. Like, I'm confused, bro. They acting like we flipped. They acting like now we in second and they in first.
Right.
Dummies, y'all still going on the road for y'all playoff game.
Right.
No. If they get a playoff game.
You feel me?
If they get a playoff game.
Because they asked for real. They definitely could lose these last two.
They food. They defense food for real.
There's food, bro. It's food. Michael Penix could run, so you really can't. You know what I'm saying? You really can't play Penix how you played Pickett. Who they got? Dallas at the last game of the season?
They got Falcons and Cowboys. They could very well lose one of those games.
And mind you, Falcons is playing for their lives.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys is too now since we lost.
But the Cowboys eliminated, so now they playing spoiler.
But the Cowboys are playing spoiler.
Yes.
The Cowboys want to beat us this week coming up for real.
Facts. Listen, I watched this. When the game was over, I sat with myself and I said to myself, how can I really be upset about how this game went for real? Like, I mean, in the heat of the moment, you like, yeah, you want to win the game, but when it's over, you say to yourself, all right, what really happened? And I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, you didn't have Jalen Hurts in this game. How much can you really expect out of Kenny Pickett? So they could have this one, right? The bigger picture hasn't changed. The goal hasn't changed. The main thing hasn't changed, right? We know what our aspirations are. You know what I mean? Right. We not comfortable with just being second place in the division. We not comfortable with just exceeding expectations, right? That's what they used to, right? That's what they looking for. They just trying to be talked about. They just trying to be slightly relevant. We trying to win the big one. That's our goal. So we not breathing the same air right now. Everybody got in the NFL, and sometimes you get a gift when the quarterback goes down. So I'm going to say this. Y'all went out there. Y'all did your job. That's as good as it get.
That's as good as it get.
That's
as good as it get. Too much longer. They got a gift. They got a gift.
It's the holidays. You feel me? Sometimes you got to give to the needy. Sometimes you got to go to the soup kitchen and feed the people.
Right.
They should be clapping. I'm not clapping nothing. We gave them something. The football gods gave them something when Jalen got concussed.
They got a gift card.
Once Jalen got concussed, that was a wrap, bro. That was a wrap.
But then this was killing me. He put on his helmet. Then the NFL made the call like, no, y'all about to blow them out.
He put on his helmet and was stretching, ready to go in.
Bruh. Now, and you know what, bro? You know what? This got to be talked about, too. Because they tried to take him out the first game, landing on him all wild and all extra. They tried to hurt him the first game. They did the same thing. Bobby Wagner and Luval. You know what I mean? You see he was already going down. There's no need to dive on him and force his head into the turf. Now, it wasn't head-to-head or nothing like that, but you know what I mean? It just was too much. It was already going down. You could have just touched him down. He wasn't trying to stay up and fight for extra yardage. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say it was dirty.
Play.
You say what?
It was definitely dirty. That hit was
it's the closest thing to legal dirt that you could get in the NFL is by plays like that.
Yeah, now, it was legal, but he they put some sauce on it. That's all.
Yeah. To win to have 5 turnovers and win a game is not even really realistic, bro. If Jalen Hurts play in that game, y'all don't win the game. Y'all acting like y'all beat Jalen Hurts. Y'all beat a backup. And don't bring
barely.
Right. And don't bring up the 49ers. I don't give a damn about beating a backup in an NFC championship game to go to the Super Bowl. That's a different type of scenario.
That's a different scenario. That's a different conversation. You feel what I'm saying?
Like, and y'all still on the bubble.
Right. That's a whole different conversation. If that was us, if Hurts would have went down in that playoff game and Niners go to Super Bowl because our guy wasn't healthy, hey, we got to wear that. That's a whole different scenario when instead of a regular season game, right? Again, the stakes are entirely different, right? Let me ask y'all this though. As far as the discipline aspect of the game, CJGJ is ejected from the game. Jalen Carter has an unnecessary roughness, I believe, or unsportsmanlike conduct, and Milton Williams has an unnecessary roughness. Do y'all believe they've been Do you believe that they were targeting CJGJ and Jalen Carter?
Yeah, Milton's was BS. Jalen Carter, buddy flopped, and CJ ain't do nothing. He just was talking. They talk all game. Those was all BS calls, bro. Those were all BS calls. It was BS calls. It's target. They damn sure targeting Jalen Carter.
Yeah, for sure. The CJGJ ones was weird to me because the first one, he was just whatever he said to him, ball swung on him. Ref throws a flag and gives our guy the unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm trying to understand in what sport do we allow guys to just swing on guys no matter what's said to them? If anything, it should have been offset and penalties. If anything, right? But then the second time, but then the second one, they couldn't even show us, which tells me ain't shit go down. Niggas was just sensitive.
Mm-hmm. That's all it is. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. Sensitivity. You know what I mean? The refs, they must have just came from church. They had the good word was on them, and they didn't want to hear no violence. I saw CJ talking to McLaurin. They was going back and forth. So I already seen the type of time CJ was on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But that's what. Come on, bro. What you want these dudes to play a contact sport and not?
And it's a rivalry game. Why they acting brand new? It's a divisional game.
They was BS. They was BS calls, man. BS calls. The one on Milton Williams, the one that got the closest bit of anything to any type of legitimacy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the one on Jalen Carter, our guy finished a run, and dude was about to land, don't step on our player. Carter like, oh, watch out, and he flopped.
Exactly.
Come on, bro. They just don't like, man. Listen, bro. And I like these circumstances right here. AJ had his thing 2 weeks ago. We come out and put that passing work on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now y'all play with us like this. It's only bad for Cooper Rush. It's only bad for Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys. Mm-hmm. It's always bad for the next man. Jalen Hurts about to clear concussion protocol tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be my Christmas miracle.
He could have played.
That's gonna be my
Christmas miracle. He was ready to go yesterday. He probably don't even have a concussion.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? He was ready to go yesterday, but like I said, it is what it is. It is what it is.
They saw where they saw where that game was going.
I think what he has to do though is he has to start sliding. He always slide. I don't know why he decided to fall forward on that one. You know what I mean? But I think he should slide. I think he should slide more.
Yeah.
Because if he would have slid, then that'd have been 15-yard penalty.
Yeah. And it's look, I can't like I said earlier, overreacting to this game. And I'm talking to a lot of y'all motherfuckers that's panicking out there. Y'all Eagles fans that be panicking. Y'all getting under my skin. Commanders aside, right? We already put them in the trash. Y'all motherfuckers that be panicking, that wear that midnight green. I'm on to y'all. Y'all need to tighten up. For real. Because we still got we still got the second seed pretty much locked in. No matter what happens, we pretty much got that seed. All we gotta do is just win a game. And then the division, win a game. Simple as that. Like, some of y'all need to really relax and put things in perspective. There's no reason to overreact in this game, right? Jalen Hurts didn't tear an ACL. Jalen Hurts didn't break an ankle. He didn't break an arm. He got a little headache. You feel what I'm saying? Give him some Tylenol, some Advil, man. Put a little ice pack on your head. He'll be back. You feel what I'm saying? Turn the lights off, put the sunshades on. You know what's up. So I'm not gonna sit here and panic about this game. The main thing is the main thing. I still got this team going to the Super Bowl and winning it all. That shit ain't changed for me. Let me ask you guys the question about Saquon Barkley. So Saquon Barkley was going off for this game, right? Let's talk about some positivity. Like the way Saquon came out in this game was insane. Like 100, he had 100 yards in the first quarter. If again, I hate saying the word if, but if everything holds true, he probably could have went for 300 in this game, like 250.
Yeah, easy.
How many? I'm trying to think, how many yards? How many yards does he got to get into the record? Like, what he need, like 280 or something, 250?
Yeah, I think he need like 270 something.
He gonna get that shit. He gonna get it.
The Cowboys can't stop the run.
Now here's the thing,
though,
right?
I think they're gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
I think if he gets it, he may have to get it all in that Cowboys game, because if we're pigeonholed into the second seed, do you think they play starters in that Giants game? I don't think they do.
Nah. They saying 268 is what he needs.
268.
We can't be, but this the thing though. We gotta approach this game like it don't matter if he get it or not. Right. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta go out there and get the dub.
Right. I agree.
If he get it, it gotta be within the confines of the game. We need this win so we can rest our guys. You know what I mean? Exactly. I would like to rest him. Unless he's 10 yards short, rest him.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Again, I'm looking at the standings right now. Detroit, the number 1 seed, 13-2. We're the number 2 seed at 12-3. Rams, 3rd seed, 9-6. Falcons, 8-7 at the 4th seed. Vikings, 5th seed, 13-2. Green Bay, 10-4 at the 6th seed. Washington, 10-5 at the 7th seed. And you got Tampa Bay and Seattle on the bubble right now. They're 2 games. It looks like they're 2 games behind Washington and Tampa. So basically, Tampa needs Washington to pretty much lose out if that even happens. But regardless, though, the way I see it,
what seed do we play being the second?
You play the 7th. So if everything holds true, we would play Washington in the first round. Okay. If everything holds true, we would play Washington, and then depending on how the rest of it go in that following round, we could end up playing either playing the Falcons or the Vikings. I'm sorry, the Vikings or the Packers, excuse me. So it all depends how this thing go, but I'm not worried in the slightest about anything. Like this path is very clear to me. I've made up in my mind that the 2nd seed is where we're going to be, and I'm comfortable being there. When beat the Cowboys, manufacture your own bye week, sit your starters in week 18, call it a day, go into the playoffs and take care of business.
Yeah, because with that 2nd seed, if we win, we get 2 home playoff games.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So and so your 2nd seed, you pretty much got a home playoff game unless you run into Detroit in the playoffs, right?
Right.
So the way I see it, Detroit got to stay perfect, and we got many opportunities for that, for that scenario to change, right? You still got a strong chance of getting a home game in the conference championship game. You still got a strong chance, right? You start the playoffs with a few home games, right? A couple home games, a wild card, a divisional, and then that's when the conference is when it'll determine if the Lions are there, right? But again, I think we're in good shape regardless. I'm not tripping about the defense. This defense, again, 10-game winning streak. You know how hard it's
longest in franchise history.
Longest in franchise history. Like, that's not easy to do. It's not easy to do whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit here and overreact. I still think this defense is elite, one of them ones. I still think this offense is elite, one of them ones. Ain't shit changed.
Nope. Nothing changed but the quarterback for 1 game.
Right. Exactly.
And she changed with the quarterback for 1 game.
Yeah, for so sure. I agree. It's nothing really for us to be worried about. You know what I mean? Now we got to start planning, what to do moving forward. We know the number 1 seed is most likely out of play. So, who want to come to the Linc and see us listen, we've been to the playoffs with the bulk of this roster been to the Super Bowl, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We got one common objective. Who want to come to the Linc and get in front of that smoke? Who want to do it? I know the Commanders don't think they could really beat us fully staffed because they ain't do it. Who want to come to the Linc and get this smoke? Let's just get them in the first. Let's get them to come to the Linc and get this out the way.
Yeah, you can tell.
Let's not forget Dallas Goedert coming back for the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's how I feel, and it's the thing too. Now it's bad blood.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's bad blood. Now it's starting to feel like we taking it personal. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I don't think they want to play us for a 3rd time while we taking it personal. That's all I'm saying.
And here's the thing, man. You could tell who don't really understand football because football is all about trends, right? Anybody can get got any week. The question is, did it become a trend, right? Is that a pattern? What happened in yesterday's game has not been a pattern for the Philadelphia Eagles whatsoever. But when it comes to the Commanders, though, I look at their schedule and I say to myself, well, the pattern has been y'all can't beat good teams. And the only time you was able to beat one is when the backup quarterback was in the building. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, you got to ask yourself, right? If I'm a Commanders fan, yeah, you won the game, but if I'm a Commanders fan, yeah, you won the game, you could talk your trash today, but if I'm them, I'm worried about that defense in the playoffs. I'm worried about that defense. The way that game started, I would be concerned about that because Jalen Hurts going to be in that game. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to run into starting quarterbacks in that game. And you could be excited about beating us, the rivalry part of it. Yeah, talk your ish. I hold the L. That's ain't about nothing. But I would, if I was thinking in the macro, if I was a logical fan of theirs, I would be very concerned about our run defense. I would be concerned about our defense as a whole because we gave up 21 points in the first quarter, gave up over 100 yards rushing in the first quarter. I would be very concerned about that. We barely beat a backup quarterback. I would be very concerned about that.
Yeah.
And not just the backup quarterback, Kenny Pickett, because it's levels to backup.
Did y'all see when the camera zoomed in on his little ass toddler hand?
Yo,
when he flinged the drum, like, bruh, hand little as hell.
I ain't gonna hold you. When I saw Tanner McKee warming up, I was like, "Oh, we got this game now." Like, I still to this day can't understand what Kenny Pickett did in training camp to beat out Tanner McKee. To this day, I can't. I don't know what's going on.
Pickett wasn't that bad, bro.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. I want to give him more credit than other people want to give him. Some people are saying, "Oh, he tried." I'm like, listen, he put you in position to win the game. Still, no matter what. Well, did it go the way we wanted? No, but he put you in position to win that game. So, yeah, he's not a good quarterback, but he did just enough, and he was fearless out there. I gotta respect it. I gotta respect it. But listen, losses happen. It's the NFL. We 12-3, and to put it in perspective, before the season even started, I did like a whole schedule prediction on May 16th. I got it dated right here, May 16th. And even though obviously going into the game, I was very confident on paper. If I'm being honest with my earlier prediction, I had us losing this game. Because we split with Washington pretty much every year. Well, we split with them last year, and I knew they was gonna be better this year. So I had us losing this game back in May. So I can't stress about this loss. I have us going 13-4 at best. I had us going 13-4 at best, 11-6 at worst. We're gonna finish the season probably 15-2. Oh, I'm sorry, 14-3.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, 14-3. Because we 12.
I feel like the only way we play our starters is if Detroit stumble on that one seed up for grabs, and we need to win that last game.
Yes, and that's why we need. I'm trying to think. I think the scenario is we need the Vikings to beat the Lions, and we need the Vikings to lose to somebody else. I'm trying to remember the scenario, but because listen, as much as we're not talking about the number one seed, there's still a path for that. Even though I'm not totally convinced we're gonna get it, because Detroit and Minnesota got to play each other, so they're gonna feast on each other. One of them is going to be the fifth seed no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, can one of them lose another game? I think we need the Vikings to beat Detroit, and we need the Vikings to lose to who they play next. They play. Give me 1 second.
It's like
right here.
Okay,
here it is. We need the Vikings to lose to Green Bay, but we need them to beat Detroit. That's how we get to the number one seed. We got to win out though, obviously.
We need the Vikings to beat Green Bay.
So somebody in the comments said Lions and Vikings both need to lose this week. Then week 18, the Vikings need to beat the Lions, and we need to win out.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yes.
Who the Lions play this week?
I think they play San Fran.
I'm not even pressed for the one seed. I said this before the Washington game. When we got Jalen Hurts, we beating anybody.
Right. And real quick though, think about the conversation we having.
We can go on the road to Timbuktu, and we coming out with the dub when we got Jalen.
The thing is,
think about the conversation we having right now. We talking about the number one seed. We ain't talking about just second place in the division. We ain't talking about none of that. It's a different language.
They trying to calculate a wild card. How can we get the wild card spot?
We speaking a different language right now.
They already know. They already know they going on the road.
To lose. We need Geno Smith to lose. They trying to figure out how to get in the club.
Listen, y'all, they're not even going to be able to go to their playoff game. They ain't been to the playoffs in how many? They're not even going to be able to go. That shit's going to be somewhere else. They're not going to go.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Yeah, they're not going to go. What if that joint in? What if it's in Detroit? They're not going to be there. They don't travel. They don't
wasn't
do
even
anything.
at their own game. They wasn't even at their own game.
I heard about that.
What's the dude with the podcast Burgundy and Gold? Some commander dude. Some light skin lip gloss looking. You know what I mean? What's his name? Commander Burgundy and Gold.
I don't know none of them.
I don't know.
I don't know none of them either. I'm just finding out about these dudes. He running around the stadium talking about, I thought y'all was tough. Like, what is you expecting to happen, bro? Are you expecting a brawl to break out at a
You beat
football
Kenny
game in a
Pickett, bro.
National Football League? They weird, bro. They kind of weird to me, bro. They kind of weird. There's only a couple places with more security than a national football game, a game in the NFL. Like the White House, a government building. I thought y'all was tough. They so intimidated by us, bro. Bro, what you want us to fight? You want us to form a posse and fight you because we lost? You know what I mean? What do they want to happen? It was a come on, bro. They wasn't
And
turning into Red
again,
Dead Redemption. Get out of
what
here.
is there for us to get out of pocket for? Again, we already clinched weeks ago. We already in the club. We trying to figure out how to get a VIP section.
You feel
Y'all
me?
are trying to figure out how to get in a gin pop. We already in the club.
They
We
really
in the
said
club
gin pop,
having a
bruh.
good time. Music,
Yo.
Embarrassed
Y'all outside talking
yourself.
to the bouncer, like, I know somebody in there. Oh no, my homie in there. He told me to say something. My homie in there. We in there.
Hey, yo, I know Jimmy at the bar. Hey, Jimmy's supposed to come out and get me.
Bro. I know why they mad. We've been pulling up to that shithole of a stadium, throwing a bachelor party every year. Every year we go down there, we have our way. Every year we go down there, we have our way. It's more Eagles fans than Commanders fans in the building. Every year, bro. I get it, bro. I get it, though, man. I get it, man. Winning 10 games and finally being recognized as a legitimate NFL team. Y'all went through a lot. Y'all changed y'all name. Y'all fired y'all owner. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all had something going on with y'all cheerleaders.
Exactly.
Now y'all running around.
I get it. Like it's a stressful situation to be in when you really don't know if your team gonna see the light of day. I mean, y'all still debating if y'all gonna be the Commanders for the next 5 years. Y'all still trying to figure that part out.
But just act like you, though. My whole thing is this: if you're listening, Buddy, Burgundy, and Gold, act like you, bro. Stop putting your camera in white people's faces. Good white folk enjoying Christmas vacation. Talking about I thought y'all was tough. I thought y'all was tough. Them white people ain't bothering nobody, bro. Some white people ain't bothering nobody. You ain't put that joint in you ain't put it in none of them gorillas' faces. They was there.
For sure.
You put that camera in their faces. Oh man, them good people ain't bothering nobody, man. They shopping. They got shopping to do this morning.
For sure.
Stand you, bro.
Yo,
nah,
funny
bro.
as
No,
hell,
they getting out of pocket. I thought y'all was tough. What are you talking about? Running around here looking for the tough guys at a football game.
Like it's a game at the end of the day.
Don't worry. How about this? It's only 2 hours away. If y'all so tough, why don't y'all be at the Linc? It'd be like 5 of y'all every year. Why don't y'all travel down to the Linc for the game? Listen, your safety is guaranteed. Your safe. Ask for LB, nothing gonna happen to you. Come down there and watch your team get smoked. Down there and watch your team get smoked since y'all so tough. Y'all will never be around.
If they make it in.
I hope it's them.
They make it in.
I want it to be them.
Because they in here talking like they already wrapped some stuff up. Y'all got a regular season win over Kenny Pickett. A regular season win over Kenny Pickett. And y'all want a prize. Y'all not even in the club.
No, they not in the club. They not in the club, but it is what it is, man.
I just know my quarterback's value just shot up through the roof, man, because you know, they've been trying to talk crazy all year. He being carried. You know, anybody can run this offense. The Eagles are a super team and all this kind of stuff. And his presence alone goes beyond just the numbers.
Bro,
right? His presence is all about the intangibles and his ability to make the plays. I mean, like Jalen Hurts' value got accentuated so much in this game. And
it's such a double-edged sword, man. Because if Kenny Pickett and Smitty connect on that one, everybody's saying anybody can run the offense.
I don't give a fuck about that. I think I had that. But but one thing I do see, we know the real. We know the real, so I ain't worried about that. You don't want to lose a game, but losing this game and how it went, as a matter of fact, even if we won the game and you just saw how it went, if everything holds true and we win that game by the skin of our teeth, right? Jalen Hurts' value is still accentuated, in my opinion. You see how much food was left on the table. It was situations where you see Kenny Pickett drop back and he lead the pocket. It's like, yo, you got options, brother. Like, and you just see the difference in how they play, how the game is being called, how it affects I'm more so talking about the running game too. Like Jalen Hurts' presence, it forces linebackers to freeze for that extra second. And when you don't have Jalen Hurts out there, now they can just key in on Saquon. And Saquon still broke their back for like a 60-yard, 65-yard touchdown. I mean, like, they doubled down on
it. They switched after that, though. They didn't switch. They didn't switch that protection. They still was playing the game as if Hurts was in the game.
Exactly. So again, they doubled down on Saquon, and the result was the result. And still barely won. I can't trip about this game not one bit. I'm looking at let me see here. Let me look at some of these numbers here, because
I gotta run in here real quick. I got this appointment in this story.
Well, as a matter of fact, you know what, that's okay. We pretty much kind of milked this thing for what it's worth anyway. Y'all, it's been a hell of a show. We appreciate y'all so much for locking in. We know this was a very early version of the Link Up, but y'all know it's the holidays. People got to run their errands, got to do their Christmas shopping. So make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Symone Stanley, subscribe to Lord Brunson, subscribe to myself at Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got our charges hit the game. Eagles fans, be calm. We 12-3, man. The mission don't change. The goal don't change. We're not fighting for a playoff spot. We're not fighting for relevancy. We're not fighting just to get talked about, okay? We in the club popping bottles while these dudes still waiting for that phone call, that text, and say they got the green light. It's straight like that, y'all. Smash that like button and we out of here, man.
We take it.